Hi everyone, Elliot Jacobson here for Advanced Advantage Play. It is a rainy December 14th in the year 2021, and I want to talk about losing at Baccarat. I want to share a couple of comments, emails I received recently, and just talk about some of the things that were brought up in these. So let's just get right to that. So here's the first one. And I didn't include my replies. This is just a chain of emails. So the very first email I got was, "Please help me, sir. I am in big trouble." Yeah, that sounds like a Nigerian prince kind of scam coming your way, and I was pretty cautious about it, but I think this was legitimate. When I responded, the person, I said, "Do you want money?" And they said, "No, they want advice." So they said, "I lost my tuition fees in gambling, and I need to get it back. Can you tell me any possible way to get it back?" Well, I am really sorry you lost your tuition. Can I recommend a way to get it back? Yeah, get a job. Do something legitimate to earn money. Going to a casino thinking you have an edge or playing because you're addicted is not a way to get it back. And there is nothing I could recommend on the casino side for you. So he goes on to say, "Sir, can you please recommend any strategy with which I can recover my loss? My life is very bad right now. Please, sir, help me somehow." Yeah, well, my blog, my website, my book has 100+ strategies to get an edge over a casino, but you have to be able to understand the difference between having an edge and not having an edge. So that is always the starting point. All I can do is feel sorry for this person. I hope your life works out. I don't really have a lot more to add. The second one I want to respond to is a little bit more complicated, and this is sort of more typical of what I might get, that where there's a lot of depth to this, a lot to be addressed. "Hello, Elliot, I have a question for you, and I hope I'm not inconveniencing you." No, not at all. "I have developed a powerful Baccarat method." Okay, stop. Powerful Baccarat method. There's only one question I have for you when you say you have a powerful Baccarat method. Do you have information? Are you basing this method on knowing something that you're not supposed to know? Where a particular card is located, maybe the cards are marked, maybe you're exploiting some promotion, maybe you're spotting something during the shuffle, maybe you're spotting a bottom card, maybe you're edge sorting, anything that involves information, card counting, a side bet. These are the ways you beat games. You don't develop a powerful method based on looking at a pattern of wins and losses, looking at some picture that you see posted by the casino on one of these boards, by tracking the player banker tie results. None of these things is a method, right? And as I pointed out repeatedly, card counting, ordinary Baccarat, I also don't consider a method, certainly not a powerful method. "And I tried it online. The results were amazing," he says. Yes, we sometimes have short-term good results with random systems. Not every system is a loser in the short term, right? "And I've come to realize that they are cheating and would like your opinion on the matter. Are the online casinos cheating? Do they set the shoe against someone who plays often and bets big units?" Now, here's the thing. If you are playing with a fixed shoe, and you can see that shoe, we're not talking about some digital shoe, right? We're talking about online against a dealer, right? Where you can actually interact and see what's going on. Then they're not fixing anything, right? Because what's going on in that situation is just the random player banker tie, and you're choosing the wrong side just by bad luck. Now, the other part of that is, what if you are playing against a purely digital game, a computer program? Are there some casinos that have programmed these things to cheat? The answer is certainly yes. Is the one you're playing at one of those cheaters? I don't know. There are plenty of legitimate online casinos. You can find all sorts of websites all over the world where they talk about which casinos are regulated, how are they regulated, how do you bring disputes, who made the software, how is the software audited, Are there secondary checks? And I used to run a company, Certified Fair Gambling. You can still find the website. It's now owned by Charles Mousseau, where I actually went after these cheats and I certified fair software. So yes, some online casinos cheat. I have no idea whether the one you were playing at, if you played a purely digital version, was one of those. But one thing I can say is that if your system did not involve additional information, then regardless of whether the casino cheated or not, you were playing a losing method. All right, I feel that, that they are cheating, and I am 100% sure. But I have my suspicion. Are they regulated? Almost certainly yes. Or do they do what they want without hindrance? Almost certainly no. These days, the online casino, especially in certain jurisdictions in the UK and in Nevada and New Jersey, other places, are very, very tightly regulated. Those who play for a living strongly advised to not play online. All right, who's playing for a living? Is it somebody who is selling a system to you, or do you actually know advantaged players, people who are basing systems on information? If you're talking about people who play for a living, who are just keeping score and say they know a way to beat the game, then they're not really playing for a living. They're really just having fun and lying to you if you think that they're long-term winners. That's true. All right, this is a complicated question, so I wanted to say that there are a couple more things you can do here that I want to encourage anybody who doesn't really understand what I just said to do these things, all right? I want you to go to my website, Advanced Advantage Play, and I want you to go to AP Heat, and I want you to click on Baccarat right there. Then I want you to click on these first two articles, Baccarat Angst and Baccarat Card Counting Flim Flam. There's a couple others I could recommend in here, but these are really the key ones that you have to read. And start with Baccarat Angst here, and it'll take you to this other website, 888casino.com. By the way, these guys are totally legit. If you want to play a 100% legitimate online, this would be an example of a group of people who offer impeccably fair casino games, 888 Casino. So you can just check out my article here, and yeah, it'll come up in a second here, and you can see what I say about, for example, people who keep score, and just other things, other nonsense that's out there, and see whether what you are doing is nonsense or not. The other thing I would encourage you to do is to go to my YouTube channel and review some of the many videos in which I discuss Baccarat nonsense, right? And let me just sort of point out a couple here in case you're having trouble finding the ones that are the key ones in my opinion. So, top 10 Baccarat facts to help you win more and lose less. That's a good one. Baccarat, the law and betting systems. That's where I talk about information. Very important to read that. How to identify a Baccarat scammer, fraudster, liar, troll, or delusional bragger, which it sounds like you know a few of those if you think that there are some winners out there. Top 10 Baccarat scams and lies. Then you want to see ways you can actually beat the game using information. You can look at this video, 8 legal ways to beat Baccarat. If you're playing some sort of pattern or progression, then I have a video here that allows you to review that. And, you know, the futility of Baccarat card counting is more on the scoreboards here. So there's tons and tons of videos that I hope you will go through and look at some of those. Then finally, I just want to show you there is a website. If you genuinely feel as though you are encountering a cheating casino, that's online. And there are some. And I busted some software developers who created cheating software. This was back when I had this other company. If you genuinely feel that, I would recommend you go to this guy right here, The Pog. This is a great website. This person is really first-rate, just a first-rate individual. I have had lengthy conversations. You will find everything you need here if you want to actually start investigating something. Now, the first thing they're going to ask you for, of course, are some records, some actual data, not just what you think happened, but we need data. So if you do think something funny is happening, keep that in mind. You will need data. All right, everybody. So that's pretty much it for today. I do have one more thing I want to say. So this book, Advanced Advantage Play, look how thick that book is, right? 500 pages. These are all my blog articles. That's the real meat of the stuff on on systems that work. We're not talking about nonsense. We're talking about, I want to beat the games. How do I do it? This is the book. I reduced the price from $49 to $18. You can get this thing dirt cheap right here. I just want to get it out. I'm making almost nothing on this book. It is the least I can offer it for, so that you can get it in multiple copies to give to your friends and relatives for Christmas or Hanukkah or their birthday, or just because you're going to Las Vegas. So this is the book. But this book does not have those articles I was talking about in it. It does not have Baccarat angst. It does not have all about the nonsense type of stuff. You'll have to go to my website or YouTube channel or 888 Casino, to my blog there. So if you want all of that kind of stuff, dealing with the crap that's out there, the massive intellectual crap that is out on online casino games, you'll have to find that elsewhere. But if you want the real ways to beat casinos, this is the book. Get a copy. I think that that is the best thing you could do today if you really are serious about playing a winning anything in a casino. All right, everyone. Happy rainy Tuesday to you. This is Elliot Jacobson. See you later.